Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to close out my budget for the month of April, review my spending for the month, and also go over my goals and where I'm at. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start in May today because I have some high yield savings account interest that hit on the first of the month. What I've decided to do is send my interest that I get from my high yield savings account to my down payment. So I'm going to send the full $109.55 to my down payment in May. Okay, so going back to April, now I'm going to go through and just gather up any money I have left over in my variable expenses, and then just a few cents that I have left in my cell phone category, my cell phone bill category. So we'll move that to ready to assign. Why did I think I had more left over? That's weird. I thought I had more money left over, but I guess I don't, so that's okay. So to start, I did pay for our Stubs membership for the year. It's $7.50 for my half. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to the yearly subscriptions category. I'm going to have to make some adjustments to the target, but I'll play with that later because I'm trying to figure out what the real amount is now that we've added the Stubs membership. It's for AMC theaters, which is the movie theater that we go to just because that's what's available here. And it saves on things like the online booking fees that are like $4 every time you purchase a ticket online, and then it gives you some discounts on treats, also gives you rewards. So I think $15 is worth it. If we go like 2 or 3 times in a year, it usually makes up for that fee. So we have $160.35 left. I'm gonna bring my shopping category up to $550 just because I always need money there. And then the $120.78 I'll go ahead and send to the travel category. No, $120, sorry. And then 78 cents to holding. So that's that part. The last part of closing out my budget is transferring any money I have left over in my golf and tennis categories to my lessons categories. And I barely spent any money, and that is because I hurt myself. My boyfriend and I had been playing tennis for about an hour and a half one Saturday morning, and it was free tennis at the park. And then about 30 minutes later, we go hop on a scooter for me, bike for him, and I just felt a pain in my back, and it just got worse and worse throughout the day, the next day, and then it ended up being there were some times that I couldn't really walk. It hurt to sit, it hurt to stand, it hurt to walk. Laying down was the only thing that helped. I ended up working from home for a week and a half. It was pretty intense. I did eventually go to the doctor, and they gave me just a few different things to help with the pain, and it helped immensely. I feel so much better now, but I'm still not 100%. I still can't play tennis. We went to I think it's an elementary school the other day to hit against the wall, and I could only do it for about 10 minutes before I started feeling a little bit of pain in my back. Not nearly as bad as it was, but I want to make sure that I'm fully healed before I play again, so that it doesn't take forever to recover from this. So that's why I barely spent any money, and I had so much money left over in that. I moved all of that to my lessons category. Now we're going to review my spending for the month, but before we get into that, I'm going to take a quick look at my income. It was a really standard month, 2 paychecks, absolutely no overtime, and I got $3,299.46. This is after health insurance and all of that, 401k, HSA, and my transportation, so my transit card for the train. I have upped my 401k, so my paychecks are smaller than I've been used to, and having not worked any overtime, it's even smaller than than I'd like, but that's okay. I know this will be good for the future because if I have the money in my account, there's a better chance that I'll spend it, but if I send more money to my retirement, I can't touch that, so I'm doing it for myself. Even though it sucks to see those tiny numbers compared to what I'm used to. This month I spent $3,513.10, and it is a very high spend month because, I mean, you'll see in a sec. My biggest category was bills, making up 44% of my total spending, and this was just the standard rent and utility fee that I split with my boyfriend for a 1-bedroom apartment here in Chicago. Our gym that I also split with my boyfriend, so it's double. So this is my half. AT&T is my portion of the family bill that I split with my sister. She pays a little bit more than me because her phone's more expensive. And then $50 for our electricity bill, which I also split with my boyfriend. So all of that is really standard, no surprises there. My second biggest category was the Gabby Improvement Fund, which is all things me, my shopping and self-care and just things that I enjoy doing and spending money on. And it was a big month for that. So that made up 21.7% of my total spending, which is crazy. The largest bit of that was shopping. It was a big month for shopping, almost $700 spent that month. And let's go ahead and go into my breakdown of that. I am going to insert pictures, but I don't have them prepared, so I don't know where they're going to be in the screen. So I'm going to read it off my Google Sheets that I use to track, and then just insert the picture so you can see like everything I got. I think I might try to break it down by store. So starting with Abercrombie, I bought just like a button down, the relaxed Oxford shirt for $42.54. And then I bought the YNAB Scarlet Linen Blend Wrap mini skirt, which is just like, it looks like a skirt with like a front wrap, but it is a skirt because it has shorts underneath. That was $51. I have a few of these and they are my absolute favorite. And now I have a linen one that feels very summery and casual. I also bought a high neck linen blend mini dress from Abercrombie, and I'm really excited to wear this to work this summer. I really like it. It's a nice fit. It has pockets and everything. Next up is I bought one cropped cardigan from Old Navy. It's a black one. I also bought this last month in gray from Old Navy, $14.92, and it's just like a really lightweight sweater that I like for the summer because while it's hot outside, it's cold in the office, so it's nice to have a little like light layer to wear. That's my only Old Navy item. Gap is the big one. I bought a lot of things from here, starting with let's see here. So I bought them different days because I bought one and then I decided I really liked this. So I bought two more in different colors. It's the Martin Ribbed cropped cardigan shirt. For the first one was $12.72. I think it's because I had rewards and I think that's why it was so cheap. And then the next time that I bought them, they were $19 each. I bought them in black, white, and like a light blue. And it's just like a ribbed shirt that looks like a cardigan because it has like little buttons going down the front. Okay, so skipping down to here. I bought a textured crinkle halter top, $29. I just really like this cut on me. I think it looks really nice, and this I would say is more of like a going out top in case we go out to dinner with friends or something. It's just very simple and black, and I think it's something that I can keep for years and years. Then I also bought this floral flutter mini dress that I really, really love. That was $41. It's really cute, but it is a little revealing in the chest area. So I probably wouldn't wear it to work, but it would be nice just for like weekends or again, if we go, out to dinner or something. I bought the bandeau bikini top. I think 2 years ago, I bought another swimsuit from Gap, and it's a high-waisted like bikini, all black with like a scoop neck top. I just bought a different top to go with the bottoms. I think I will get the bottoms later on when they're a little cheaper, but I didn't want to miss out on the top, and that was $35, and I can still wear it with the one I have right now. Next up, this is probably like my favorite thing, at least the clothing wise, and it was the linen blend sweater vest that you'll see on the screen. It's like a navy, so it's like a dark navy, and it's so cute. I'm gonna wear it to work. I can't wait. That was $49.95. I wouldn't have purchased this because I don't think this was on sale, but I absolutely love the way it looked online, and then I tried it on and fell in love, so I had to keep it. I also bought a soft oversized vest, which is almost like a sweatshirt material, and that was $29. I plan on wearing this when I go to Charlotte next week. We're going to go to the Wells Fargo Championship, and that's going to be part of my outfit. So it's just like a navy sweater vest, and it's a little oversized, which I like. It was $29. That was on sale, and I'm going to wear that with the high-rise runaround exercise skirt, which I have a few of from last year. It's this year's version. I prefer last year's because I like the material better, but I did love this navy one and I had to have it. I'm actually wearing one right now. Like, I wear them all the time. And that was $29, and I'm going to wear that with the vest. That was also $29, and both of those are going to be my outfit for the Wells Fargo Championship next weekend. And then these two are just the cardigan shirts that I mentioned earlier. And finally, the last thing I bought that really just increased my shopping spending this month was a Clairvy purse. It's technically a flat clutch with tabs, and then I got their braided shoulder strap. They were doing a promotion that I think they did last year too, right before Mother's Day, where if you spend $200 on a bag, you'll get the strap for free. And the straps, if you know Clairvy, they do cost like starting at like $85 or so. The one I got was worth $95. It was a good time to buy that. It's a bag that I've been eyeing for a while. I am obsessed with it. I haven't stopped using it since it was delivered in the mail, and yeah. All right, back to my spending breakdown. That was obviously the biggest part of my Gabby Improvement Fund spending, my shopping. You saw how bad it was. I'm going to do better in May, I hope. But hobbies, $31.97. For hobbies, I bought some pink vinyl to cut out some stickers using my Cricut. I bought a hole puncher, a single hole puncher that I needed for hole punching, and some little tabs, and then some flower stickers. You know what? I know something I forgot to include in my shopping is I also purchased, I'll have to add it later, but from Amazon, I spent $9.02 on a clear purse for the Wells Fargo Championship. The one that I used to have was like a little drawstring backpack that I've had for years. It had like my college's like logo thing on it, and I used to take that to football games and just any events that require clear purses. And then I think it was last year we went to a Bears game and they made me throw it away at the entrance because even though it was clear, like clear plastic, I guess the drawstrings were not allowed. I don't know why. So I had to like throw it out, which was heartbreaking because I've been using that for years and I loved it. So for the Wells Fargo Championship, I had to buy another one, and I went cheap, just $9, because I literally only use them for these type of events that happen a couple times a year. So it didn't make sense to spend more money on that. So I'll make sure to add that to my Google sheet. But yeah, that's all I bought for hobbies. And then $17.50 for non-prime tennis on April 5th. We did play a little more tennis than that before I hurt myself, but it was at the park for free, which I love. And then the very last thing is personal care. I bought some waxing strips from Target for $14.71. I think that May is going to be a little spendier because I have to buy some hair stuff. Next up is sinking funds. making up 15.3% of the total spending for the month. The majority of that was travel. We spent $458.77. So there's this whole thing about this. I think I'm gonna do a video, my boyfriend suggested it, on bank bonuses and like credit card churning and all that. He's going to help me out with that because he's really into it. So originally we had booked a hotel through my American Express portal thing using my $200 hotel credit, and we used we picked a cheaper hotel. Then my boyfriend Andy was thinking about it, and he kind of thought it might be a good idea, since this is kind of like our bigger trip for the year, just the two of us, kind of go all out a little bit. And not all out, because obviously there are way more expensive hotels, but we decided to splurge a little bit and treat ourselves to a nicer hotel. There was a promotion that if you book like 2 or 3 nights, you get one free. So it brought down the cost of the hotel a lot more. But that's what the difference was. And I was like, why not? Neither of us have been to New York since like 2012, I believe. So it's been years and years. We're going for a pretty big event, the US Open, and we just want to make the most of it. So we've decided to go for it. So my half of the hotel was $801.93. Subtracted from this, though, is the $200 American Express credit that I got in, I think it was in March. So the numbers are a little weird. This was the refund from when we canceled the hotel that we had originally booked. I will do like a spending recap video for my trip to New York. Essentially double this for the hotel minus the $200 credit that I got for my credit card. And then the last bit was just miscellaneous. I've been eyeing some pouches on the Baggu website for a long time. They were sold out. I got a notification saying that they were back in stock, and I was like, oh my god, I went to go get them, and they were sold out again because I saw it like 2 hours later. And then this time around, I ended up getting it because I just happened to refresh my email and it was just sent like 1 minute before. So I ran to the website, purchased those, and then I also got a case for my sunglasses from Baggu, so it's like padded. The pouches I think I'll use for like organizing travel stuff, which is why it's not in my shopping category. And then finally I bought phone case because mine was a couple years old and it was all the way broken. Just like it just looked terrible. Like it was like an Apple case, and I tried to buy an Apple case because I like them, even though I know they're pricey, but it's fine. I just like the way they feel and look. They didn't have it for my phone because I now have an older phone, like an iPhone 13 Pro Max. They just don't sell those anymore, the cases for those anymore. So I got a cheap phone case, and then I got a sewing kit so I could reinforce some of the closures on my skirt so they don't fall. Alright, so that was thinking funds. I spent 10.3% of my total spending on food, which was $362.91. $195.21 of that was in groceries, so over half, which is good. Dining out was $88.05, or 24.3% of the total food spending. We went to Pequod's. Oh my god, it's actually a lot. Went to Pequod's, Twin Anchors, which I don't think we're gonna go here again. It was not good. It's a cute spot and it's like a neighborhood like bar thing. The food was not good, so I don't think we're gonna go there again. 7-Eleven, I just got a drink. I didn't know where to put that. Happy Lamb is like hot pot that I really like. Shake Shack, we went to one day, and I think it was more money than normal because my boyfriend got 2 fries and we normally share one, so this is my half. And then one day I was just been craving McDonald's. I've been craving McDonald's chicken nuggets. I spent $40.01 on work lunches. One day I went to Sbarro. I just got some snacks from Walgreens. Soprafina is just easy in our building, so I don't remember what I got, but it's never good. That's always like a last resort, and they close at 2, so I'm always going like at 1:50 p.m. when I'm starving and don't have time to like go elsewhere. And then the last thing was Uber Eats, $11.97. What was this? Oh, yeah. I'm like, why was this so cheap? And that's because I got reimbursed $20 from my employer. They just gave us a limit of $20. And so that was just the difference that I paid for. I wouldn't have ordered this, but since I had $20 to spend and I couldn't really walk anywhere because of my back, I got Uber Eats. It was Italian. It was so good. Next up is delivery, $21.28, and this is money that I pull from my dining out category. So the very, very few times that I get food delivered for something that I'm doing like on my own, like not at work or like with my boyfriend, I track it in the delivery category and then I cover it for my dining out spending. So that was $21.28. What was this? Oh yeah, this was the day after his birthday, and it was because I couldn't go anywhere, so I felt so bad. So I was buying him things to make up for that. That is for my portion of the food. His portion I covered under the gift. And then $18.36 on treats, which is usually like vending machine or a cupcake or something. 4.5% of my total spending was this category group for me and my boyfriend, and it was his birthday. I had already purchased all of his gifts, so this was essentially just food. I bought him some ice cream, cake for his birthday from Magnolia Bakery, which I really love. I treated him to Happy Lamb, which is that hot pot restaurant I mentioned, the Uber Eats that I also mentioned, just random treats from Target, 7-Eleven, and Jewel. And then we went to a Thai restaurant because that was the restaurant he wanted to go to. But since I couldn't really move much, we didn't. So then like 2 weekends later, we ended up going. Subscriptions and fees, $45.92 for monthly subscriptions, which is all the normal, including Kindle Unlimited because I forgot to cancel. So hopefully this month. Streaming is normal. I split all this with my boyfriend and my sister, so this is 1/3 of the total. And then the yearly subscriptions was just the AMC Stubs thing that I mentioned. It was $15, $7.50 for my half. And then the last category, making up, 1.7% of the total spending was variable expenses. So under miscellaneous, I had to buy Icy Hot for my back, and helped ease the pain for a period of time. Not a lot, but it did help. Then from Target, I bought some index cards for the test that I'm studying for. And then the last thing was I spent $11.92 picking up some prescriptions after I went to the doctor, which was the best money I spent all month, I think. $21.41 was spent on entertainment, and we went to go see Challenger, so that was my movie ticket, and then the snacks that we got. And then ride share, $7.50. What was this for? I don't remember why we did that. And then $6.24 for a scooter ride. And that's it. That's what makes up the $3,500 I spent in April. It was a really spendy month because of my shopping and then travel and boyfriend's birthday. So hopefully next month will be a little less, but we will be traveling in May, and I have a few other things planned, so maybe not. Who knows? All right, so the last part of this video is checking in on my goals and just see how I'm doing with all of the different financial goals that I set at the beginning of the year. The Roth IRA hasn't changed. I fully maxed that out, so it's not going to change. So $7,000. And then I'm just gonna, $7,000 saved and $7,000 contributed. So that's just gonna be the same for the rest of the year. The 401k I did, so $348.01 for my first paycheck. That's my 10% contribution, my employer's 4% match, and then $348.01 for my second paycheck. And then plus what we did last month. So that brings my total 401k contributions between my contributions and my employer's match to $5,718.63. And a huge part of that is because of March's bonus. Like you can see here, $31.50 almost came from my bonus, which is crazy. I'm so glad that I was able to sign up for the contributions for that beforehand. So for HSA, I did 50 from each paycheck, and then my company will contribute $600 a year or $150 each quarter, the first month of the quarter. So April was the start of Q2. So they did $150, and then with what I had before, it brings my total HSA savings to $1,750. So in April, I saved $405 towards my down payment, plus what I had saved up in March brings the total saved for a down payment to $5,055. Obviously, I've surpassed my goal of $4,000. My new goal, I'm going to put it in parentheses, is going to be to save up $8,000 by the end of the year. I think this will be a little hard because, as you saw, my paychecks are kind of small. It's doable. It is doable, but it would require me to not be spending so much on shopping and really just cutting back on things that I should be cutting back on. But if I can do that by December, that would be amazing. Hopefully more, but we'll see. It's a little bit of a stretch because of my my spending. The one thing I did want to mention is that I think I've touched on this before, but I keep going back and forth on whether or not I want to buy a home. So this might turn into a different kind of saving in the future, maybe like a sabbatical saving or something, just time off savings. But if we do decide that we want to buy a home and we find the right home, I want to be ready, which is why I'm still saving for this, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening with this. And then the emergency fund, I didn't contribute any money because I've reached the goal that I want to have it at. I might be reevaluating this. I think Avery from Everybody Budgets recently did a video on determining your emergency fund and the financial order of operations, and I was really intrigued by that. So I kind of want to see what that would look like for me. I'm not sure that I will increase my emergency fund now, but I kind of want to know what I should be working towards, because having things like my medical deductible or max out of pocket saved up is something that I've been thinking about for a while. I just haven't done it. So her video really made me consider maybe I should start thinking about that again. But that would be for the future, because this year is kind of tapped out with my tiny little paychecks and what I've been able to save up so far. And then for shopping, these numbers were a little bit different in my last video. It's because I went in and adjusted them. I decided to not keep track of taxes, which I know is done because it's part of the shopping spending, but it just became really hard to keep track of what taxes were with returns and stuff. So just to make it easier for myself, it's going to be the cost of the item, no taxes, unless the item is a single item and I know exactly what it costs, like my purse. But usually it's multiple things, and then the returns, it just makes it complicated. So that's why those numbers changed a little bit. They went down, but not by much. I think maybe $40 overall. So very minimal change. So this month I spent $17.86 on shopping, and then plus what I spent in the first quarter brings my total spending to $1,332.79. And that really sucks because I was on track to stay under the $2,900. And then this month was a big one for me. I know. Don't come at me. I know. I'm hoping that May will be less and kind of bring myself back to even a little bit. But this number, if I even get close to this, is still a big improvement from last year. So that's really all I want. 2.9 is just something to shoot for. But that's it. that's it for today's video. We've kind of gone over everything that happened in April. May is going to be a busy month. My boyfriend's traveling for part of the month, so we're both going on a trip together for a long weekend in Charlotte. Then 2 weekends later, he's traveling with his friends and I'll be here by myself. But I want to have some activities planned and just do some good, just like solo Gabby things. So that might cost a little money. I don't know. But if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.